here is my recap of UFC London a week later. So the first fight, it was Garam versus Kawe Fernandez. He got the win, good leg kicks, and he dropped Garam with them. He's pretty good, I thought Garam was gonna get it done. And we had Nathan Fletcher versus Kellen Logren. Logren won the fight. Could have gone to Fletcher, to be honest, but it was close. And then we had Shauna Bannon getting a head kick KO'd by Pujatomar, but then she woke up and put her in an armbar. Good from her, she got 50K. Then we had CLD versus Poliev. CLD got it done. Not very exciting, but it's exciting in moments. He's back in the win column. And we had Tybura versus Parkin. I thought Parkin probably could have got the decision, and I thought he would have gotten it. I feel like Marcin probably could have won the first round. The third round was close. Second round, Parkin for sure. But I thought Parkin probably got the better of round 3, so I would give it to him. Lauren Kavanaugh and Felipe Dos Santos. Lauren Kavanaugh got it done. Used his takedowns a lot. Couldn't really find a submission, but sometimes with these shooter box guys are okay with being on their back, and it's not the most beneficial thing in an MMA fight. But Felipe, he was doing well on the feet, but Kavanaugh mixed it up, got the win, remains undefeated, 9-0. And then it was Jai Herbert versus Chris Padilla. Barely anything happened in this fight, but I guess bigger shots landed from Chris Padilla. And then on the main card, Nathaniel Wood. He got a great win versus Charrier. I thought he would get caught, but he was more skilled, kept it up. He doesn't really, kind of fumbles finishes though. Like every time he drops somebody, he doesn't really finish a fight. Maybe it's a bad habit or something, but anyway, he heard he 27, Charrier. Not many people do that. Good win. Maybe time for a top 15 opponent. And then Jordan Vichenek versus Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan dropped him early, mainly because it's easier to get dropped in the beginning of the fight. And then, Vichenek was doing his thing, but then he shot a takedown and fell into the guillotine of Chris Duncan, and he got him with it. Then we had Molly McCann versus Alexia Thainara. I actually picked Molly McCann to win this fight. I feel dumb for that. I said probably because it's in England and I just sense it, because I don't know how to predict a WMMA fight. They never go my way. These coin flip WMMA fights never go my way. This wasn't really a coin flip because Thainara only has 1 loss and she has 12 wins now. So it was kind of maybe obvious, but being a prospect in WMMA isn't the best base. But anyway, Thainara, she got a good win. Let's see what the future holds for her and for Molly McCann. I think she is done fighting, so that's sad for her. Good luck to her in her future. Then we had Kevin Holland. He beat Gunnar Nelson. Could have gotten every round. Definitely got 2. Just outdamaged Gunnar first round. Gunnar gets him down. He's kind of doing his thing. And then Holland drops him. Saved by the bell is Gunnar Nelson at the end of the first round. And then it was Holland. The knees were doing a lot of damage. He was getting taken down, but knees and damage. He's very good. At one point, it was in the third round, I think. Gunnar almost got him in an arm triangle, but Kevin survived. So, good for Kevin. He probably is keeping his job now. Maybe work on the takedown defense, and then he can be really good. So, and stay at welterweight. then he can actually be good. So, anyway, good from Kevin Holland. And Jan Blachowicz versus Carlos Ulberg. Jan Blachowicz should have won this fight. There wasn't much action happening in this fight. They were both a little hesitant to throw. I could see why, but Jan kind of just outpointed him. Like, Ulberg, his low kicks were getting checked, and they weren't very hard. Maybe he was up on strikes, but we know who was landing the better shots. I think Jan could have gotten every round, to be honest. First round and third round. Ulberg, he did land some good shots in the second, but Jan should have won this fight, in my opinion. And then, he's 42, this is a big setback. He could have gotten a title eliminator in his next fight if the decision had gone to him. But Ulberg's gonna get it now, probably against Yuri. I think Yuri beats him. Yuri's just a different animal. So, that's that. I mean, not too happy with the decision, but they want a prospect from New Zealand, I guess, in the light heavyweight division, so it is what it is. Then Leon Edwards versus Sean Brady. Sean Brady pretty much manhandles him from rounds 2 until the finish in the 4th round. First round, they were kind of like picking at range. Leon was kind of doing his thing, getting into his rhythm. Brady did land some good shots, and he got the takedown at the end of the round, so that gives him it. And I think round 2, that's when Sean Brady got 4 minutes, 57 seconds of control time, which that's rough. I mean, Leon Edwards, it just looks like he gave up on defending the takedowns. Like, Usman, I don't really think Sean Brady is, like, a superhuman level strength. I'd say Usman is a pretty strong guy, and Leon shut him down in moments with the takedowns. So, anyway, round 2, I scored it 10-8 to Brady. Like, Leon didn't really do anything. Round 3, it was kind of the same thing. Winner. Round 3, it was when Leon was doing well on the feet. He was cracking Sean Brady with good shots. And then he shoots a takedown. One of the worst takedowns I've seen. I don't know why he'd shoot a takedown after just getting manhandled like that. So, not the best decision making, and Leon just spends the rest of the round being controlled. And then round 4, he gets taken down, guillotine, and submitted. So, Sean Brady gets the dominant win. He's now ranked number 1 in the division. I don't know if it's time for a title fight yet, because I don't know, we have to see what happens with Bilal and JDM. But I'd say Shavkat doesn't really deserve a title shot anymore, so I want to run Brady and Rakhmonov, and then winner of that is, no argument, has to fight for the title, at least in my opinion. So that's why I say you do next for Brady. And for Leon, I'm not sure. Don't sit out for another year. Maybe come back midway through the year, or somewhat closer to the end. I don't know against who. Ian Gary. I don't know about Ian Gary. There's names for sure that he could fight, so we'll see what's next for Leon Edwards. But anyway, that's gonna have to do it for this recap. Sorry for being so late, but got it out anyway. So see you next time for the UFC is a Mexico City card. So I'll see you then.